What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome into the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and virtual bartender, Mr. Nick Teodoro. Joining me, as always, is my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having this evening?
As per usual, I am having my Tito's vodka. Were you drinking, Mr. Nick? And I need you to tell us our three things for this week.
Mr. Nick is having red wine, as usual, my Seven Oaks. Well, MJF has returned to AEW. Mercedes Mone is a new TBS champion, and Jordan Grace has debuted in NXT. It's Friday, May 31st, 2024, and it's the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Yas, queen.
Nothing got me!
Welcome in. Happy Friday. Nicole, we made it. And we have some big news, as we mentioned at the top of our show. And again, if you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It goes a long way to helping the show out. But as we mentioned, back to it, MJF, perhaps the best heel in professional wrestling, has returned to AEW. If you missed it at Double or Nothing over this past weekend, let's try and catch you up. Nicole, as always, ladies first.
I just want to say before I start drilling over other things, you're getting so good on these little videos, and I love you.
Are you amped up?
I am amped up because, hot damn, MJF is back, and he looks so good. And I have my little MJF guy. Like, we're used to seeing him in his suits and his scarf and looking all dapper. And now he comes out, no hair gel. His cosplay is Triple H when he came back from his injury. If you know, you know. Abs looking great. He in combat boots, like he just chef's kiss, chef's kiss, chef's kiss.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, with combat boots.
Oh, yeah, I always forget because he has like,
because usually he's in like
moccasins?
Loafers.
Loafers.
Yeah, he's just in like little dress shoes and a suit and his scarf looking all like dapper. And this is like, I'm back, I'm not messing around anymore, which he gets into in his promo. But kind of this comes after Roddy losing to Ospreay.
Which was a great match.
It was a great match. Again, Double or Nothing was really good, but super long. I'm so glad this was like in the first segment because like I didn't make it to the main event. I had to rewatch it multiple times. But so Roddy loses to Ospreay. Adam Cole comes out. He cuts a promo and pulls out the devil mask. And then it cuts to black and then cuts to a promo. And you're walking down this long hallway. And then you start hearing MJF's music, but the violin version, which is so good. And then you get into this room and it's all like MJF paraphernalia. I don't know if that's the right word. Memorabilia.
So
you see like the dog collar, the casino chip, the actually a Nightmare Family shirt, which is cool. And then he gets the ring, and then you see the suit, and he pulls up a picture of Adam Cole, and then a ripped up picture of him, and they put it together. They cut to the ring, and then he comes out, and that's like the first thing you see, and you're like, oh, get it. So he gets into the ring, and he kind of has this kind of stare down with Adam Cole, and like Adam Cole's like does the hug.
Nicole.
Oh no. Are we starting already? Oh, hello. They don't want us talking about MJF. Oh, well, do you want to do the thing?
I guess we're going to have to be...
We're going to time out here, kids, and we're going to pivot.
So, the last couple of weeks, or couple of shows.
Now. This will be the third week in a row.
we've been seeing some people pop in, or someone pop in. We believe it's Uncle Howdy. So, to catch you all up, join the chase with us. Help us solve what we think might be some more clues. So, we'll take you through our journey and catch you all up. Yes, so it's been a very interesting couple of shows, couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we got a pentagram, we got then a Jesus Loves You, and then the
coordinates
circles in New Mexico, which has ties to Scientology, so it's very religious.
Yes, let me see if I can.
But I'm, just kind of like, hello. I don't know. Someone in the chat, right? Hello back. They're like,
yeah, no. If you're new to this channel, please chime in, join us in the chase, because it's been a very interesting.
Goo-zoo.
Oh
To you, Bumblebee Tuna.
Good SU. All right. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen, and we're gonna play. Let's see where we go.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna try.
So in the chat next showing, we first got goo.su. What country would be SU? Because like us, like we have .com, but like I know a lot of stuff is
Sudan,
UK.co.
So hold on.
And then underneath it, we got.
I'm going to share
a passcode F5 lowercase f capital A P capital U 7.
It's okay. So this is the first GUSU, and then I think I'm going to take
that and put it in there.
SFAPU7. So,
but I think it's 5 lowercase f.
Oh, 5.
It's 5.
Oh, the number 5.
Yeah, lowercase f, capital APU 7.
Oh, no.
No.
All right, so that's off.
Oh, we forgot we need a backslash.
Oh, that?
No, in front.
The other one.
No, you have the right one, but it's in front of the 5. Sorry.
Oh, in front of the 5.
In front of the 5. No.
Hold on, let me go back. How am I off? 5 FAPU7.
It's showing a UK thing at the top. Again, we're thinking they're coming the Friday, the Raw after Clash at the Castle. One day I'll say it right, kids. I don't know. I need some tech. I need some tech people. Like it's a shortened link device. Do
Steve,
do goo.su/that into. Well, I'm thinking just into maybe Google. Now take the D out.
Oh, whoops. No, all right. Try this.
Hey, Hydro. Right now we are getting clues from WWE, maybe Uncle Howdy, some spooky stuff.
Let's try this.
Chat, we got some.
Close page. No. Enter the password. Is there a password?
I tried that thing again.
What the FAP?
Yeah, I guess. I don't.
Hold
we
on.
gotta pee. Sorry. P-E.
N.
Pent. P-E-N-T-A. The password's pentagram? Or it's penta right now we just got penta.
Oh, it's Penta Ciramiro. That's who it is.
Oh, Mino. All right, did you hit submit?
Oh, yeah, all right, submit. Oh, here we go.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
All right. Wait, let me set this up, see how good you can get this. If you're all ready, join us for the ride. Let me know if you can hear.
Who am I? I'm just the ghost of the man who sold the world, of course. Why, you are a fool. You killed the world. You sent him away. And now the reason why you are just a shell of what you once were. And I say to revel in what you are. But you, sir, you are a liar. You're a liar. You claim you don't wear a mask. If you do not wear a mask, we both know that's not true, don't we? I can see you. You will never be able to hide from me. Your Uncle Howdy.
The night bird calls and shadows creep.
You guys, come here, holy fuck! So that definitely was Howdy's first promo, or one of the first things I remember. He's the one that sold the world. You know, remember Rebel who you are, remember who you are. But then it flashed.
Hydro. Yeah. It's just
Like,
been a.
Sorry, I'm like, don't mean to curse. I'm sort of freaking out. I know we shouldn't fan out like this, but it's just like, oh, how did we not? But that was one of Uncle Howdy's like original things, and you could tell it's such Bray's voice also. But then it kept cutting into the coordinates we got last week, the ones from New Mexico that had the Scientology thing. I don't remember if those were cut into the first going on when that first debuted last 2020.
No, those chords, I don't remember anything about that.
But I'm saying the symbol, like what you showed, like the New Mexico ones that Steven said it was tied to Scientology. It was like that, those circles in New Mexico.
Yeah, I don't remember that being.
Well, those flashed, and then something flashed in red.
Oh, just now, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying it looked like a redo of that promo with little other things cut in.
Let's see. Okay, can you guys hear the audio out there?
I hope you guys heard that. I would assume they heard that. They hear all your other stuff.
Yeah, no, it says mute screen audio, so I guess I did that right.
Okay.
Still learning the tech side of this.
Copy. What's BD in the top? Copy _ BDEBNA.MOB. I wonder if that's a thing. That's got everything's a thing.
But I wonder what that we could find that.
Yeah, what's that? Do you have your snipping tool on this computer?
No.
I have my snipping tool. Don't mess with it.
I'm just see if I can make it bigger.
Well, you make it bigger and then see if I can screen. No, hold on. Let me screenshot it. my God, guys, we are like the Scooby-Doo mystery gang. So what's that? 50? What? 514 something 588 something.
1-8.
What, 11 red circles I'm counting? And again, that's the red circles that they always do. I think we lost them at this point. They haven't said anything after they gave us Penta. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 11 red circles.
Let's see if I can go spot by spot through. Now, for those of you who are still following along and new, on Monday we got the video clip of the psychiatrist saying she was all right, which sounded like she was a little bit.
Well, yeah, I don't mean to. I'm not taking off, am I?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited right now, guys. So, yeah, they said the QR code was the psychiatrist saying like she's fine. She doesn't understand why people were so worried, and that she's just happy that he set her free. And then she smiles and doesn't move. She just doesn't blink for 20 minutes. One team.
Steven thinks he's got it.
Steven, I love your brain. So, wait, hold on. I know if you go back to... Wait, I have to get a snippet of it. Yeah, I know that they've said that, but there was other things that came up before. Oh, Steven, you're right. So Steven, I clicked the wrong button. So the screenshot when I was like, what's BDEBNA? So like, yeah, B would be bow.
Nice job, Steve.
You want to put the thing back up so I can point to it?
Oh, yeah.
Or I guess I can't really, or you need to point to it.
Oh, wait, whoops, wrong screen. There we go. This one.
Yeah, so I said where the top left-hand corner says copy _BDEBNA. So Steven's saying B, Bo Dallas, D's Dexter Loomis, like, can you put it up? So, like, that makes sense. You would think, I don't know, do you think they would rename Joe Gacy? They're not going to rename Dexter, maybe because Loomis is just, like, Dexter Loomis is a good name. I don't know. Or maybe Joe Gacy's too generic. I don't know. But, Steven, I really think I like where you're at. Interesting.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to get to rename him, but I guess if it's the family, you know.
Like you can,
Interesting. So I'm trying to skip through this and see if there's any cuts that maybe.
They're definitely shot to those circles. Because the mask is so creepy.
Like in this screen, is there anything here?
Yeah, because they're always like, well, when we got the...
Do you all see anything?
Like, it's one of those things where you're supposed to put your nose to it and, like, come back out, and then you see the thing.
Yeah,
those magic 90s thingies.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this is, oh my God.
We're going to find him.
He said, hey, look at a boat. Which, those 90 things you would see. I don't know, but I want to, they definitely cut in those 2 circle thingies from New Mexico that.
Oh. Tall in the hand. Oh. He's not here.
No, I definitely feel like that light flickers. Maybe I'm just freaking myself out at this point because we just got those fixed.
And then
yeah. So I know the other week Nick thinks that's Alexa, and I think that's a psychiatrist. Alexa's not that tall. Remember, she's 5 feet 5 feet of fury. I think she looks taller. I think it's the psychiatrist.
Anything else?
The circles definitely came up, though.
Yeah, no, they're at the end.
Right.
But I'm just seeing Is there anything here? Yeah.
Again, it's the same
Very
song
creepy.
they've been playing. Oh my god, guys. I think, again, we gotta figure out whatever this screenshot is that I took with the red circles and the numbers.
Oh, here's the other one. I'll show you. There's the logo that they...
What?
The circles.
Yeah. What?
This was in the video. I did point.
Your screen's just black right now. I don't know what you...
No, you can't see the light circles?
Oh, maybe it's the my lighting. Okay, no, I can see them now.
Okay.
That's not what I was talking, but it is, yeah.
You just got glasses and you still
I
can't see?
for shit. Yes, well, I'm...
So that's the circles, which... Thanks, Steve.
But yeah, but basically, yeah. But the ones that had like the diamonds in the middle. Like the
but that was the thing. Yeah, it was supposed to be like the resurrection. So
kids.
Fun. The chase continues.
Oh my god.
But let us know. When do you think we're gonna find Uncle Howdy's coming to us? He's coming back soon.
What's the
When will we
calendar?
find him?
So
That's what we want to know.
So we have Monday the 3rd, and then the 10th, and then the 7th. So we have 2 more weeks of stuff we can get from Uncle Howdy. And then I think they're going to come out the Monday after Clash at the Castle.
So let us know. We want to hear from all you. When will Uncle Howdy and whatever the Wyatt Six, I guess we're gonna call them the Wyatt Six right now. When will they debut?
Get in our mystery machine and come with us to find him.
Yeah. Follow us. So let's get back into it if we can.
After that, I have to get back into sexy mode with MJF.
Hold on, I can help you. There you go. So MJF returns, comes back out where we pick up where we left off.
Okay. No, go.
And
I know where I am now.
Confronting Adam Cole after his long-awaited hiatus.
Yes. We
we
haven't seen him since December 31st at World's End when he lost the belt to Samoa Joe because of the United Kingdom, Undisputed Kingdom. So he gets in the ring, and then like you see Adam Cole like kind of jaw jacking at him, and then he puts his arms out, and then they hug, and then plug your ears, kids. Dick kick. Kicks him right in the you know what skis, and then basically tells this poop stain to get out of his ring, and then said that like you didn't take me out, you woke me up. He's like, I'm the greatest wrestler on God's green earth, the generational talent. I'm MJF, I'm better than you, and you know it. And he's like, he said the thing, and it's like, he said the thing. And then he goes over, like, he's still talking to Adam Cole, because Adam Cole's getting, like, walked up the ramp. And he leans over the ropes into camera and says, I don't need a New Japan or a Vince McMahon to make MJF. MJF made MJF. And it was just like, holy bananas. Like, for him to say that loud, to say Vince's name, to, like, basically call out everybody else in the back, because, again, like, who's your homegrown talent in AEW? Him and Darby. At this point, it's him and Darby. So it's just like, oh, that sounds so good. And he's like, no more friendship, no more bullshit. I am just fooled by hate. He picks up the mask and says that it's for cowards, and for cowards that want to hide, and he's not hiding anymore. He's not apologizing anymore. And then he like punches the mask, and he rips off his jacket, gives him the, Ric Flair strut, hits it, spits on it, and throws it into the crowd. So he's like, I'm done. He's like, I don't need a mask to prove that I'm on the level of the devil. He's like, this dumb mask and everything it symbolizes can go straight to hell.
So that's where. So, and I'm gonna stop you right there because the question is that I want to know is like, yeah, he kicked Adam Cole in the balls, right? Like, first off, I know they were banned from ringside earlier, but what happened on Undisputed Kingdom? Like, you're not backing up your boy?
They're protecting Roddy. Roddy got beat up.
Protecting him. We're taking him to, like, the doctor in the back to protect him from who? No one else is going to beat him up anymore. He's done. Like, that to me, like, you spend all this time building up this faction.
It's dead in the water at this point.
And maybe, but, like, you spent all this time, and I guess, like, my question is, like, did MJF get his revenge on Adam Cole in this whole situation? Like the payoff should always be a match to me. So, like, in this case, I know maybe Adam Cole is not healthy, but in this case, I don't know, like, just the whole situation, like, he should run through, like, people in the stable. Like, Wardlow's in that stable still, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, like, it's just, like, I feel like there's so much more to that feud that still needs to have a payoff, and I don't know that that's like.
I love you, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you because I think I think they'll circle back around to a program between the two of them, but I think it's definitely put a pin in this because obviously Adam's not healthy, and I think at this point there's too much time has passed, and you just had them lose a belt. Like what they have the tag team ROH belts, which mean nothing. I'm sorry, but mean nothing really. I think maybe getting Adam healthy, having whatever, maybe in 6 months, a year down the road when MJF has the Triple B back, then go into that program and then you can rehash all this stuff. I just think what Adam said is like, you know, I didn't say, but he was like, oh, this vile match reminds me of everything how 2023 ended. And he basically, that's why he spit on. He's like, I'm done. I think that was very much a symbol of like, this is done. I'm moving on.
But I don't know. It just.
And again, I think
they spent all this time on that. Just give it some sort of payoff.
Adam can't wrestle if he didn't jump off that stupid thing and mess up his ankle. Like,
yeah, but he can't wrestle right now. But he's got four other guys, right? 4 other guys in his stable. So he's got Roddy, he's got the Kingdom, and he's got Wardlow that he can use, and you can use his feuds as step stools until he's finally healthy over the next. How many more months does he need to get healthy?
I think it's taking longer than I expected, to be honest.
And So he's taking longer than expected.
And I think to quote him, I'm like, no one's on his level. Like, I'm sorry, as much as I really like Mike Bennett, I was like, I don't want to see a match between him running through Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. Like, I don't care.
You don't
like
no.
Put him somewhere. Like, let's move back up the card. Go back to where you are, honey. Like, if Adam can't wrestle and they've done nothing to build up Wardlow, and then Mike Bennett and Matt Taven are just like the ROH kids, no one wants to, I don't think you waste time on Dynamite with those matches. Up and better things.
I don't know.
I think he's too far above them to feud with that group. I think put a pin in it and he'll move on.
So, I didn't mean to cut off your summary here there, but do you want to get to the part where he...
Yes, we have 2 more seconds. So, he throws the mask into the crowd and he goes, you know, speaking of, he's like, I'm all in, double or nothing, talking about contract status, you dirty marks, and he's like, apologize for saying the word mark. And then he lifts up the back of his pant leg and tells them to zoom in, and he's got this new tattoo, this is Bet on Yourself, AEW, and he's like, you can call me the Wolf of Wrestling because I'm not fucking leaving.
So,
mic drop.
Got some issues with that. If anyone knows the issues with tattoos on feet and tattoos in general, as a Jet fan, Rex Ryan has a tattoo of Mark Sanchez on his foot or somewhere. I was like, but so I just think maybe this is a way, again, of loyalty and everything else, but it's hard to put a company's name.
First of all,
I guess I admire it, but it reminds me of like the golden. Remember the fighters, like the GoldenPalace.com guys, which I think they still are doing that stuff. But like I don't know. Would I do it? Absolutely not. But
I know, to my face, in front of our people, you did not just compare Rex Ryan to MJF to my face.
Hold on. Ed's chiming in. Better or worse than Cody's tat? Hold on. Let me pull this up at this.
I think
no,
Cody,
better because it's in a spot that's not.
That's what I think Cody's tat, because I like the logo and what it represents. Actually, Nick, lift up your shirt, babe. You're wearing it. Show those boobs.
Hold on. Let me get out of here.
I think the design of the tattoo is better, but in a crappy place. I think MJF could have got a nicer tattoo, but it's in a better spot. And maybe it's better than what Will Ospreay got with an inaccurate number on it.
Maybe he could have got one on his chest, a chest tattoo like that. Like a Brock Lesnar chest AEW tattoo, or chip above the heart.
So he wasn't on Dynamite this week, but he's supposed to cut a promo next week, and I'm excited. I think this is something that with Adam Copeland now injured and out. Apparently, Malachi's also.
He's out.
I know. I want him back. Malachi's messed up. Poor Darby is still just getting run over by things, and the poor baby was upside down for too long. But I think this is, and with Adam Cole being injured, and then Samoa Joe's back. We didn't really talk about that. I love him and Hope together, but that's a side story. But I think right now AEW kind of needs this injection of MJF back. I was going to say something really inappropriate there, myself.
Injection. A lethal injection.
I was going to say the hot beef injection.
Hot beef injection.
Hot beef injection.
Wow, Ed chiming in.
That is too quick. But yeah, no, so MJF is back. I'm excited. I think AEW needs this. I think he looks good. I can't wait for his next promo. And I think, honestly, I said this to you with him debuting. I was like, this might make us talk about AEW more, because I think he's so charismatic, and I just want to hear him talk, and he is great in the ring. He's salt of the earth.
I'm mad that they made us wait another week to hear him, though. But
I think it's maybe with all the stuff with our next segment. I think maybe he needed to breathe a little bit, and with the battle royal and this saying of Copeland had to vacate, and then Mone and all that stuff. I think letting it breathe a little bit, I'm not mad at. I think 1 week is fine. If it was more that was next month, I think there'd be an issue. But I'm not mad at letting it breathe.
Well, the Young Bucks got to get their spot in.
Oh, Lord.
I had to. I couldn't resist. Couldn't resist.
No.
So, moving into our mid-card topic. Well, I guess it was supposed to be our mid-card topic, but Uncle Howdy threw us through a loop, as per usual, for the last couple of weeks. But, again, as we go into our mid-card here, and before we get into that, if you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button if you want to chime in with us. We're here every Friday at 6 o'clock Eastern. With the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. So we want to hear from you all. Feel free. The phone lines are opening up. So the link is below. So feel free to chime in if you want to write in, comment in, whatever. We want to hear from all of you. So our mid-card topic, in her first match in AEW, Mercedes Mone is now the TBS champion. She is worth the Mone. Come on. I thought that was pretty funny.
No,
They spent all this money to bring her in her first match. She becomes TBS champion. How Impact of them.
It's we knew that was it. We said on our Sunday show, our predictions, it was a foregone conclusion. Of course she's winning. Of course she had her big entrance, and it was all, and she hasn't changed her character. She changed her name, but she still does the Sasha Banks, and she does the push out. There's nothing. I think she's incredible in the ring. I think her presentation and her promos have a lot left to be desired.
So what's interesting about Mercedes is I was thinking about this as I was watching and rewatching the highlights of her match with Willow. Is she is good in the ring, but she's so tailor-made for AEW because she's so reckless. I just feel some of the stuff she does is just suicide dives, and it's her spots are, even the Meteora. She did the Meteora a few times the last couple of weeks, and she's overshot it, and and I don't know if it's a super dangerous move to overshoot because it's just your feet to some extent, but I don't know. I felt like she's like a perfect fit, with her in AEW, just her style. But one thing I will say is she ended up winning with what is she calling it now?
It's the Mone maker.
Yeah, the money, and it's basically like the gory special, which to do that on Willow Nightingale is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So I will give her, props for that. She had a pretty, awesome showing with her. So she wasn't too, like the rust wasn't there. But again, I don't know. I guess my question is now, after this feud, which was built in, from the New Japan days or starting, like, who's the next challenger for Mercedes?
They already said.
Oh, they did. Oh, sorry, I missed it.
You didn't watch. Did you sleep through Dynamite?
A little bit.
Any Hoosers. So she comes out at she's the opening segment of Dynamite this week, and she was like, I can't decide if she's a heel or a face, and she's like, this should be a heel, but then she tries to be a facey. Like, she got booed when she won. Like, people love Willow. And then she was just saying, like, Willow's a great competitor and she's a great wrestler, but she's like, I told you that Stokely and Chris Statlander would turn on you. And then it cuts to Sky Blue.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking Sky? Or are you still... Okay, go ahead.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. I digress.
Your boy doesn't let me get a sentence.
He's like,
you talk too much, and I'm going to cut you off. But what did you say? It's my podcast, but heaven forbid I talk on it. So Sky Blue interrupted. She was on the Tron and interrupted Mercedes, and she was the one that when she was having that, there was that weird feud, but it was like Julia Hart, Willow, and Mercedes, and then she got attacked backstage, and everyone was like, "Oh, is it Willow? Was it Julia?" Before Julia had to get surgery or whatever. And then Sky Blue was like, "It was me. Austin, it was me all along." And then they turn out to have a match. And if Mercedes wins, of course, is her first televised Dynamite match. She wins. And then I can't remember her last name. I'm sure someone's going to correct me. But Stephanie Blue, who is I believe the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, the belt that Mercedes dropped it. Well, had Willow win because she got injured. And I think CLL, she has another belt. I don't know if it's MLW or CLL. It's one of the New Mexican belts. So she has 2 women's titles.
Yes, now I'm remembering.
And she comes out and they have a stare down. So you think that's going to be the next match at Forbidden Door. I just think I'm surprised that they had this they're like, who beat up Mercedes? And then Sky Blue was like, oh, it's me. And then they had a match 2 segments later. Mercedes won clean. Bye.
I just feel like, I don't know. When I say next challenge, as I'm remembering now, Forbidden Door, I don't view that as the next challenger because that's an out of company, gun for hire, so to speak. I'm saying within AEW, who's the next legit? Is it going to be Julia Hart coming back because she didn't?
Got some time for Julia to come back.
Yeah, who's her next AEW legitimate challenger? Who are they building up? The feud with Willow at least had some sort of...
Unless you're building up Chris Statlander, but if
Probably,
heel versus heel, but I think she's going to have a program with Willow before they go anywhere. I think she's just going to beat all these, no offense to Stephanie Woozy-Watsies, but I think they're just going to feed her people that she can just be until, I'm waiting for where's my DMD back.
Yeah, that would be... Yeah, that would be
or
great.
Or do you move, our Jersey girl Deanna, or your girl Thunder Rosa, or you throw her Anna Jay.
You have to say it with the R. Thunder Rosa. You have to roll your R's. We took Spanish in high school.
I did. I took
roll your R's.
Spanish.
Damn it.
Too late for that. But I don't think there's nobody in the women's division. I don't think they've built up anybody. I love my Toni Storm, but her match against Serena Deeb, I'm like, it was a fun match for sure. I know Serena's very good in the ring, but it's just they weren't putting the belt on Serena.
Yeah.
I'm waiting again. I said this the last podcast. I want Jamie Hayter to be healthy at Wembley and take the belt off Toni, even though I very much love Toni. But their women's division is What are you doing with it? Like, again, Deanna's great. Thunder Rosa's great in the ring. Like, I don't know, where's Britt? Like, Anna Jay's gotten better in the ring. Like, you're waiting for Julia to come back. You're waiting for Jamie to come back. Like, I don't know if there's, like, a big challenger to come at her.
I don't know. I'm wondering. Yeah,
Unless you rematch Willow.
Britt would be a nice one.
I want that to be a womenly match and Britt to take the belt off her.
What do you all think? We got a bunch of new people chiming in. Again, if you're new here, hit the old like and subscribe button. Goes a long way. We want to hear from you all. We talk wrestling here every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, whatever that equates to you locally. So we want to hear from you all.
I thought of a good segue, but I think I've ruined it at this point. But I was like talking about dominant challengers. Third topic. Hello, Miss Jordan Grace. What are you doing here?
One of my favorites.
I know.
Jordan Grace showed up Tuesday night, and admittedly, we don't watch NXT as much. There's only so much wrestling and time in the week that we can catch up on this. So we try and catch up on as much as we can throughout the week. But Tuesday night on NXT, there was a lot that went on NXT. A lot of debuts, crossovers. Ethan Page, All Ego Ethan Page, also
so excited.
Debuted on NXT. But the next challenger for Roxanne Perez is going to be TNA Knockouts champion and one of my personal favorites, Jordan Grace, who, stemming off her showing at Royal Rumble this past year, still has a lot of momentum coming in. I'm super excited to see what this will yield. I think ultimately she's going to head to WWE full time because I can't wait to see the feuds that she could have with, oh my God, Jade Carr.
Her and Rhea. Give me that.
Rhea, Jade, Becky.
When Charlotte's healthy. But basically kind of leading into this, and like, I know you're very far removed.
NXT versus TNA is the most interesting. So that kind of throws out the question, and I'll throw it out there to our audience. Is WWE opening the forbidden door?
Jordan Grace has a shirt that says "Prohibited Portal." But basically, kind of backtracking and going into this, like, NXT has this pay-per-view coming, Battleground. It's in Vegas. It's the UFC center room, whatever it's called, in Vegas. And I think this is the first time that like WWE NXT is going there, and I think they want to bring a lot of eyes on this. And it was like last week they were like, "Oh, you have a mystery opponent," and apparently Roxanne Perez didn't want to know who the opponent is. So apparently her reaction of Jordan Grace is coming out is like legit. I think Grace looked better than, like, again, I don't mean to crap on NXT, but I think their women's division needs still a lot more cooking. And I think Jordan came out, sounded better, kind of looked more like a champion. I think the TNA women's belt, the Knockouts women's champion, looks better than the NXT women's champion. If Jordan takes that belt off Roxanne, like, I'll be very excited and very happy. I think that's very interesting.
I still can't get past the prohibitive portal.
Prohibitive portal
sounds like something you tell. It sounds like an excuse you're gonna say to me. Something. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it not PG, but like family friendly. But I feel like it sounds like an excuse. You can't touch my prohibitive portal,
girl. So Jordan Grace actually did an interview with Fightful Select, and she was saying that like, this is like, ever since like the Royal Rumble, there's been talks and they're trying to do stuff. And she literally found out on Sunday that she had to go to Florida to be medically cleared, to be checked out to do this. And she said she feels like the weight kind of like on to bring these two companies together, like on her shoulders, and she doesn't want to fall or like fail expectations. So I feel like she's taking this very serious. Like, not she wouldn't take this seriously, but I feel like it means a lot. And I just think them putting the belt on her would be so incredible. Like, cause again, like, I don't know, Roxanne.
It would be a crazy push.
She sounds like a whiny baby going into the promo. And Jordan Grace, I feel like just come out. I get with Grace and just felt like she had like that aura of like, I'm a champion, I'm the vet, I'm this. And like,
it would also, it's just like, I remember like when like the Hardys were doing that with all the tag belts and like Kenny Omega, like it gives, there's no, well, did Tessa Blanchard have it for a little bit, like a bunch of different belts for a little bit of time, but like there's no female that has,
right now.
I know, but like well, supposedly she might be coming back.
Where?
I thought I heard a recent report like a couple weeks back that I read that she might be coming back. I want to say Impact, but I digress.
I feel like having a woman, kind of what Kenny did, like the belt collector, like having Jordynne Grace be that belt collector. To me, chef's kiss. I'm into it. I think she's incredible.
Best wrestler in the world, like best female wrestler, like
I think she has a personality. She's got like, look at her fucking body. Sorry, body, but like
no, yeah. Again, she scares the crap out of me.
She holds herself like a champion, and I think her being Jordan, I don't know, Gracie two belts, like
Gracie two belts,
Jordan two belts. I'm trying to think I'm thinking like Becky two belts. Or like what's but like Jordan two belts, like I'm here for
Give me that Ultimate Dread.
Yes!
Ed, first off, I am creating at some point in time, now that we're doing all these drops, I am creating a Continental Crunchwrap belt drop.
Yeah.
That just for you. And it will be epic. It will be one of the most epic things. It will rival, hopefully, the hardcore title of WWE days in the 90s.
I don't know. I because not Triple H, HBK like did an interview how much he loves Jordynne Grace, wants her to be there. He said he wants NXT to be fun again, wants there to be surprises again, wants it to be. I feel like we're kind of out of this like wonky like the 2.0 like cartoon era, and we're not going to go back to the black and gold, but I think there's another evolution coming. And apparently he said Triple H owed me one, so he got me Jordynne Grace. So I think there's some stuff here, and if he puts that belt on her, I'm like super. Like I wasn't really planning on watching Battleground, but now I kind of want to watch this match. I want her to get that belt.
Oh,
What?
No, Ed said it. So Ed, I think yes, here you go.
Yes, queen.
Just for you, Ed. Just for you. But no, I'm super excited about what that could bring. So I guess the question then is, who will be next? Like, who's WWE sending down? Or well, I don't want to say send down. Over. Let's separate but equal.
So many wrestlers have been tweeting like Cedric and Mustafa Ali were like, oh, well, I need a shot at your belt. And like Moose and Drew McIntyre, Drew Galloway said stuff.
What about the speed title with Ricochet?
Oh, get out of here with that speed title.
No, I wouldn't be. I would not be shocked one bit. Ricochet with some of those guys, like those X Division guys.
And then like Josh Alexander against Gable. You're gonna throw Natty down there.
See, that's where I disagree with you. I think it's
sorry to cut you off, going off at Ed's point, like Xavier Woods tweeted, he's like, I want to win the TNA tag belts and then do a song with Joe Hendry because we all believe in Joe Hendry. But like so many people were so excited about this. I'm gone. I'm gone too much.
Like, well, no, I think that like I just disagree in the sense that I don't think it's going to be like someone that's a main roster. I think it's going to be NXT, strictly NXT that's crossing over, and guys and gals on the main that were on the main roster that are like the Mia Yims and the obviously the Good Brothers that have maybe had some history there, right? That can go back or someone I forget what. I try to do a lot of wrestling stuff now. These pages, so like, and one of them was like, "Oh, I'd like to see Nick Nemeth challenge Dolph Ziggler."
But I think I agree with you. It's gonna start off like NXT kids, like I think Natty, like you said, Good Brothers. But I think once it gets to, because I think in the interview that Jordynne Grace had with Fightful, and like
Steven said, whoever's just hanging around in catering.
Agreed. So it's just like they want to start off slow, and I think you don't want to like, excuse the pun, like blow your load too quickly. Like you want to have these one-offs. Like you'll have Jordynne Grace here, and then like maybe the Good Brothers, or you'll have whoever in a male person in NXT. I think you can slowly build up to something. because then you want to see Josh Alexander get something. Would it be crazy to see Steve Macklin, who died in NXT 1,000 Deaths, come up and look fantastic? Like, I think it's going to be a slow burn, but I'm excited to see where this goes.
You know, it'd be awesome, but
Again,
it would never happen
boats.
because it's too early in the whole thing. But like, is Decay still a thing in Impact? Remember Decay with Rosemary and
Wasn't
Crazy Steve?
I
And
don't know.
Abyss was part of it originally, and then there was like 6 other iterations. But like some of those dark characters, that'd be kind of neat.
I don't think so.
But
wasn't she pregnant?
But what do you all think? A bunch of people are coming in chat. Let us know. Who would you want to see crossover from TNA WWE? Would maybe Moose, the world champion? Moose. Which I always thought.
But I think that's because everyone was tweeting everybody like Speedball Mike Bailey against anybody, yes, please. So I don't know. I think again, all boats or all tides in the boat that rise each other, whatever that.
Rising tides raise all ships.
Yeah, so I just think again, like support wrestling, support each other. I think with Triple H being involved and happy to dip those toes in that water, like let's see how Jordan does. Let's see where this can go. Maybe we'll have the Prohibitive Portal pay-per-view in
Prohibitive Portal pay-per-view.
Oh my god, a PLE. I'm sorry.
That would be PPP.
Yeah.
PPP. No, wait. PPPP. PPPPV.
PPOV.
PV. Say
anyway,
that.
It's exciting. It's exciting that like there are companies that are willing to work together. Let's share our talent. Let's share the good stuff. Sorry, try to be good.
Yeah, doing a great job. I'm very proud of you. You're doing
for the kids. As I take it to my kids. What's next, Mr. Nick?
Well, no, I mean, who could cross over? It could be anybody. Maybe even Dom Mysterio, if he could tear himself away. What do you all think?
The only man to ever look angry about kissing Liv Morgan.
Seriously. Where is listener Hulk Hogan when we need him?
No.
She is in all her glory right now. Getting all the TV time.
I know. Again, the joke around is that SummerSlam is Dominic on a pole or a ladder match for Dom between Rhea and Liv.
The Dom on a pole match.
Dom on a pole match. Judy.
Look at that hot steam.
There's nothing. He looks so angry. Again, he has a wife in real life. He has his kayfabe girlfriend, and now a third woman is hanging out with him. And he looks like mullet. I don't know.
I think the real question is who likes who more? Because she looks like is she playing him?
I don't know.
Or
Is it one of those one of those things I'm like, I'm using you to get back at Rhea, but then I'm secretly falling in love with you at the same time, like we're, in high school.
Check yes, check no. Do you like me? Check yes, check no.
Yeah,
Will you leave Rhea for me? Check yes, check no. When your arm heals.
Yeah, but it's interesting that JD and the JDs, JD and Finn ran down and were like, what are you doing? Like, get out of here. And that's when Braun Strowman came down, did his choo-choo train, and then threw Dominic into the steel cage door that hit Becky, which is Becky's little goodbye bye-byes for a little bit. I think her and Seth need to go get healthy, have some time together with Baby Rue. I said that to you the other week, and I was like, I don't know what we were watching or having. I was like, oh, I really miss Seth Rollins. My bag. But I think them taking some time off, I think it's good. And letting Liv kind of have some space without Rhea, without Becky around, like letting her shine for a little bit. I just want her to get like a clean win because there's all the Dom stuff.
There's only so much room at the top of the card, so you need to build up. That's why I think also, what's her name? She's good in the ring. Lyra Valkyria.
No.
Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria.
You do it.
No, it's fine.
I'll get it right one of these
There's
days.
just nothing flipping for me.
Yeah, I know. So, I don't know. We want to hear from all you. What are you thinking? We got a lot of topics that we ran through. A lot of things that happened this week.
So many things.
So
Tell us your things.
yeah, tell us your 3 things or anything.
Huh?
So let's open up the phone lines. So the phone lines are now phone lines are open, so feel free to call in.
On those kids.
So odds or evens, Nicole?
Oh, I always go for the odds.
Okay. I can't read the whole one, but he
Oh,
always
no.
calls in and changes it every time. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve.
Steven!
What are
I'm
you
opener.
thinking and what are you drinking, Steve?
What I'm thinking is, okay, with the yeah, there, can you see the whole hashtag now?
Already forgot who I am.
No, remember who you are, Steven. Don't break my
All right,
heart.
who's that now? Well, listen, about this whole Uncle Howdy thing, I can't believe I didn't think of it before a few minutes ago, but has anybody thought to like do some Googling and see if there are any other podcasts that this is happening to?
So with a bunch of our, Hydro checks in here, a couple of our subscribers here and our friends in the podcast community, like Tazzy, I haven't seen it. And then the people that I've known, I haven't really like gone extensively to research, but yeah, this has been pretty unique to what I've experienced from what I've read anywhere else. I mean, we're getting a bunch of new people coming in. Have you experienced this on anywhere else? Have you listened to any other podcasts?
We tweeted about it from both of our accounts, be like, this just happened. And then no one, like, doing all the hashtags and the ads and all, no one says, like, oh, yeah, we got that too. And I'm like, I'm sure it's happening. It's just, like, we can't be, like, I don't want to be so naive. It's like, oh, it's just us. But social media hasn't really said anything otherwise. But, again, I haven't really quite Googled it. But us putting our stuff out there hasn't gotten anything like, oh, I got that too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't thought to have a look. I mean, that'd be quite the honor if you guys were being singled out.
Our little...
We're joining the family.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Well, Steve, I'm going to put you, since you're bringing it back up,
Yeah.
I'm not cutting you off because I know Nicole always says I do this, so we're going to bring you back on. But let's pop the video back up. Let everyone because we're getting a bunch of new listeners coming in and a bunch of new people coming in. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. The last couple of weeks shows, Uncle Howdy has popped in and joined us. So
he's my new best friend.
let's I'm not gonna go back to the original video and fill everyone in, but let's pull up the video from before. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, so basically the WWE YouTube channel dropped a bunch of stuff in our comment section. Basically, in putting the 2 and 2 together, we were taken to this video.
Let me play it, and I will shut up now.
Who am I? I'm just the ghost of the man who sold the world, of course. Why, you are a fool. You killed the world. You sent him away. And then, now the reason why you are just a shell of what you once were. And I say to revel in what you are. But you, sir, you are a liar. You are a liar. You claim you don't wear a mask. If you do not wear a mask, we both know that's not true, don't we? I can see you will never be able to hide from me. Your Uncle Howdy.
night bird calls and shadows creep.
And that's where we stop.
Ooh, kids.
So,
Steven back.
yeah, let's bring Steve back on. Sorry,
Yeah.
Steve. Bring him back in. So that's where we're at from our codes.
What is this now?
Oh, that's just the logo that we've seen on previous videos. So,
It's in previous QR codes.
yeah.
I don't know. This is turning into some serious Zapruder film stuff.
Yeah, it's wild.
So Steve, what are you thinking about the chase? You've been along in this journey the whole way.
I do not know. I just hope there's when all is said and done, there's a serious check in this for you guys. There's something. It'll probably be just like a coupon for merch or something, but
Like, I'll take it.
5% off.
Meet Uncle Howdy.
Yeah. No, I have no idea. I thought the what was that June 3rd, which is now Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might prove something. I don't think they're going to wait until Clash at the Castle. They might, but I don't see it happening. I do not know. I just don't. My hope for this storyline is, if you remember, towards what eventually became the end of Bray's time, is that he was just kind of dragging on and on and on and not getting anywhere. And I'm hoping that the same thing doesn't happen here. I mean, nothing against long-term storytelling, but at least with the bloodline, you were getting somewhere every week.
Right. No, I agree. I think that, again, it's one of those, like, do they keep adding little clues and not knowing where they're going? We hope that the payoff is what we expect. Because, eventually they're going to have to talk and live on their own merits and get over on their own merits as a faction. That's why I'm wondering if, like, are they going to actually call it the Wyatt Six, or is this going to be called something else?
I don't see why they don't stick with the original plan, at least as far as the name goes.
Yeah, I think it'll be the 6th, and honestly, like, it's at the cusp of being too long, and I think if it goes after the 17th, then we jump the shark. I think at this point, like, again, it's 2 more weeks of craziness.
I think it is the 17th for that reason. For the reason that, like, because Juneteenth is the 19th, and I think most people now, like, have off Juneteenth. So I think the idea is, like, if you do a debut later in the night, like you do the end of Raw, like, people might stay up
2 days because it's the 17th.
No, I know, but hear me out on this. As someone who's OCD about sleeping, which I still get none because of thanks to Jackson and Bailey, our fur children. But anyway, I digress. I think the idea is that, like, you can go for the 80-90% of us that work the 9 to 5. Like, you can go and, like, I'll stay up late and I can go one day knowing that I have, like, Thursday nights, Thirsty Thursdays, right? Like, it's like you go out, you'll have a drink at the bar because like, maybe I'll go out and spend a little bit more time out knowing I only have one day of work. This is obviously pre-pandemic type stuff, but, like, knowing that I only have one day of work before the weekend so I could sleep in on Saturday, right? I think that idea of, like, because, 37 years old, like, I don't want to be up till 11 o'clock at night when I got to get up 6 the next morning to go to work. So, but knowing you only have one day and stuff like that, it's a mental thing for me. I don't know
where you're going with it.
I just think that given the holiday and everything else, it would make more sense to do it that day, because you can make the debut at the end of the night and you can keep the ratings going the whole night and keep people interested the whole night with, like, little quips and things like that. And people are more likely to stay in tune the whole night. I don't know. That's my theory on it. I'm just a
No, because all the other stuff
weird energy sleep person.
Okay.
I mean, they could also pull what they pulled with Punk at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Like with the fake ending, and then we think it goes off air. Yeah, exactly.
The post-credit sequence.
Yeah. Oh, the old what are they? The watermark. The watermark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same like what they did for Tommaso and Gargano.
Yeah. So, Steve, what else you got for us?
I love the Jordan Grace TNA crossover. I wish it was going to last longer than it looks like it's going to be. She's only signed for 3 appearances. She already made 1. So that's why I don't think she's, I mean, things could always change, but that's why I don't think she's coming away with the NXT belt. But there could be shenanigans.
Well, they could always do a book by book, like what they did with Cole. I think Adam Cole he didn't have a contract per se, and he did a couple dates after he originally.
They could.
Yeah, like the Kyle O'Reilly stuff when he was.
Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, didn't. I just think that it needs to be. If she's not winning, then there needs to be some shenanigans. Because I feel like even what Nick has up, like between Jordan and Roxanne, like Jordan's like heads above her.
Roxanne.
Literally. No, I'm not gonna say that word right. And figuratively, like she's just better. So I personally feel like something needs to happen for Jordan not to beat Roxanne.
But TNA has a pay-per-view premium live event coming very soon as well, and Jordan has an open challenge. So I'm wondering who from NXT is going to come over to take that challenge, because I don't think it's going to be anybody on TNA's roster.
Again, I think that's Natty.
Yeah, it could be like it's the veteran.
She's the vet. She's a good hand. She's going to make Jordan look fantastic and also look good in defeat. Like, I think Natty's such the woman that you can go back and forth with.
Right.
The veteran. You need a veteran that's kind of got a name, maybe won a belt or two.
Natty can, as so reputable, the longest woman in their roster. She's got all those Guinness World Records. Like, you can just shove Natty anywhere.
Could also be here's a big idea, but could also be Naomi.
Oh, very.
What about?
Very true.
Or what?
Jordan took the belt off Naomi, or
maybe they do some weird crossover with Ash by Elegance.
And I think this is good planting seeds, because I think Jordan has 1 more year on her TNA contract, and she and the WWE are obviously very high on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see her being a big star when she when she finally leaves TNA and comes on over here. Maybe she can bring her husband with her too.
Oh, she's gonna be huge here. The only thing, and he started. I almost called Jermaine Gresham. No, Jermaine Gresham was the tight end. Oh, Jonathan
Gresham.
Yeah, Jermaine Gresham was the tight end who used to play for the.
I made a face because I forgot he had all the issues. It wasn't WWE. He had the issues with ROH. I'm sorry. I did.
But yeah, like I see her being a megastar. The only thing I worry about is like how they would book her, and like don't turn like. Well, she's now Ash by Ellie. Don't turn her into Dana Brooke, because Dana Brooke has like she was a bodybuilder, but like Jordan Grace is in tremendously shape. But like I can't wait to see it. Yeah, just testing the waters and conditioning the audience to her.
Right. But I think that they have to send somebody over to TNA for their event. That's because TNA is sending over one of their biggest names.
What about Nakamura?
That's a possibility. I was thinking more who's got the most history on the WWE roster with TNA, but AJ Styles.
Yeah. There you go. You guys are both.
And they just had the segment with him and Nick Aldis last week. He was like, "Oh, you lost to Cody. You're at the end. You're back of the line, buddy." So I think that's a great segue for him to do a TNA show. I think that'd be phenomenal.
Him and Moose
too. He's got history over there.
Him and Moose were tweeting each other,
I mean, the possibilities are, I'd love to see where this goes. I'm just sorry I don't have the channel that carries TNA anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't either. So Steve, go ahead.
No, but yeah, this is exciting times, and if they can add All Japan in with that, and the promotion that Julia was finishing up with,
Stardom?
No, Marigold.
yeah,
That's where she got
there
injured.
there's some they can out AEW, out Forbidden Door AEW.
Well, yeah, and you know, honestly, like the idea, like remember when they had the Evolution pay-per-views? Like that's what you kind of need to do. Like you can bring in so much talent across the board. Like WWE has a, you know, obviously the roster, the female roster, but like you could bring in so many people from around that could just make such a great card.
That would be money. That would be big money.
Exactly. So
yeah, TNA would have nothing to lose.
Seriously, and honestly, with Scott D'Amore not being there, I feel like the people that are not so close to wrestling will be like, oh, we'll just do the WWE thing. Like we'll be friends with them.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like he started it, and they're just as kind of like not as disciples, but kind of like, hey, it was a great idea. It was working. Why kill it? So, Steve, one last thought before we let you go. Last shot.
Can AEW have one show where they don't call out WWE in some way, shape, or form?
Nope.
Nah.
Just one show.
Nope.
It's like the meme where WWE's reaction is, I don't think about you at all.
Exactly.
I know, it's that John Draper in the elevator.
Yes,
but
Matt.
There's no way.
Good show, by the way, for anybody who hasn't seen it.
For sure, but there's no way I feel like I
WWE
really
is like Dom Mysterio and Liv Morgan.
I think what MJF did instead, I feel like it really hammered home. Like I don't need New Japan, I don't need Vince McMahon. Like I made me.
Yeah.
And then after that, like I feel like we can stop with the. We can let it go for. I feel like when MJF does it, like it makes sense. I feel like other maybe lower. I'm sorry to say this, but maybe people lower than him shouldn't.
Yeah. Don't do it just to get over.
Yeah.
Fair point. Well, Steve, pleasure as always. You, sir, are now.
Thanks, folks. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Okay. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, he's called in a few times. 2 letters for his name. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed, you're next up. Ed, what are you drinking and what are you thinking? And unmute yourself.
Babe.
That would be helpful, huh? Yeah. Boo me all you want. How's it going?
I remember my first time calling into the podcast.
Ooh. So I'm drinking Liquid Death, and what am I thinking? I mean, let's just start backwards, right? Can AEW go one show without mentioning WWE? No, they have to, because their entire existence is we're going to do the thing WWE isn't, and now WWE is doing the thing that they weren't doing.
Yep.
So why should I bother watching the other show if that's the case?
Yeah.
It's like the whole Mick Foley's about to win the WWE title.
And then
don't tune in there because you don't want to.
That'll put butts in seats, and then it did.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good time.
No, what else are you thinking?
What else am I thinking? I mean, it's like I said in chat before, right? I do think the TNA NXT crossover is probably the most interesting thing that's happened this week. Huge possibilities, right? I mean, we're getting Jordan Grace versus what's her name? I can't pull her name. Because I'm not really watching NXT either.
Roxanne.
Yes, there it is. No, and she's great too, which is it's a bummer that like I'm just drawing a blank here. But to your
she's AJ Light.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, and to your credit, that you're saying that like she doesn't feel as big or as important as Jordan Grace. I would hope that the champion of your developmental doesn't feel as big as the established champion of another company. You know what I mean? Because if she did, that's a problem.
But I would go back to maybe I'm black and gold. I hold so high, but like there's some like Asuka that reign, like Shayna Baszler that reign, Bayley that reign, Sasha that reign.
Like, black and gold was a whole nother shebang, though. You know what I mean? That was a whole different thing. Like that's the era too. That like I wasn't really watching Raw or SmackDown. I was tuning into black and gold every week. I was also the crazy person too that was watching. Like, I was super excited for like William Regal wrestling every week on that show, and then him finally getting that like retirement match against Cesaro. The build up to that was so good. It was so good. Just Regal just staring down the camera. I'm in the winter of my career. Oh, I'm sobbing. He's trying not to sob. It's so good. It's so good.
But you make a good point though about like, like it should be considered. It's developmental. It should be considered the minor leagues of WWE. So like, yeah, compared to Jordan Grace, who's should be a notch above, right? Not the main roster. Like the main roster WWE should be considered Major League Baseball, right? Like you're talking about like AAA in like baseball terms. So yeah, like she shouldn't be considered like Jordan Grace should be a little step above at least Roxanne. So that again, maybe the rub is for Roxanne. This, I mean, maybe that's the end game. But yeah. I would love to see it with Jordan Grace winning. Like to Nikki's point.
You know what would be interesting too, and I Nikki, you said it too. What if Jordan Grace wins? Yeah. Man, how crazy would that be? Because it's it's not the a WWE women's title, but it's still in the family. It's still in the umbrella. Imagine seeing that on a different TV show.
Oh, I think it'd be so good.
And that's everything that AEW wanted to be. With Kenny winning and going over and him having all the belts and it being a big deal. They would just do what you guys said it before. They're gonna out AEW. That feels so much bigger.
Yeah.
And it's their developmental. Which I mean, and not for nothing. If you want to, if you want to compare ratings like everybody else was a couple years ago, NXT's pulling better ratings than Dynamite now.
Yeah, I think putting the belt on Jordan would be so flipping good. Like I want it. I need it. I want it. Like I think it'd be incredible. I think it would do so much for everybody.
Oh, agreed. It's
to show up.
Huge deal.
Huge deal. To show up on Impact. Because Ray's seen it Impact after the weekly show.
Yeah.
Because Shawn Michaels is drooling over her.
I don't know if you guys saw his ex, formerly known as Twitter, profile picture.
Yeah.
But him just in the chef's hat and everything. It's like, yes, HBK is cooking. It's good.
Hold on. He put it on his Twitter.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I would love them to pull that trigger. I really
Let's see if I can.
It would feel like such a big deal, and really cements that we're in a new era. It's like, yeah, the old curmudgeon's gone. We're doing things how we want.
1,000%. I think her being in the Royal Rumble. I feel like put her toe in the water, and I feel like let her fucking jump in. I want her to win that so bad.
He's cooking. It's so good.
I just because he said he's like Triple H owed me. I wanted Jordan Grace.
Yeah, I did catch that he's like, yeah, he owed me one. It's fun.
Yeah. So I'm I want it to be so. I want it to be so good, and I don't want So then, if Roxanne retains. Then who would be? Because it has to be, and I feel like I feel bad for saying that, but it has to be shenanigans. Like I'm sorry, like Jordan Grace is such a better wrestler than her.
Well, she's a heel. Roxanne's a heel.
Yeah, but I don't.
It's going to be nefarious tactics.
It could be nefarious.
My comments against whatever we just watched, King of the Ring, that it's like too much shitty shit happened, and I'm sorry. Call me old school. I just want someone to win clean.
No, that's fair. I mean, and to that credit too, though. I mean, if she is a heel, let's say hypothetically that like her next challenger sees Roxanne as the easier win. What if they help her win because they're like, I don't want to bother wrestling Jordan Grace. She's too big. She's too strong. She's got too much experience. Roxanne's the easy win.
Then who? I don't know who that girl is.
I have no idea either.
Is that Fallon Henley? Is that Tatum Paxley?
It could be anybody.
You sound crazy pants to me.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, is it Wendy Chu coming back? Because wasn't there a vignette for her a couple weeks ago?
I've been gone for so long. I don't.
Yeah. It could be anybody.
Yeah,
I mean, but not for nothing. I'm way more interested in that than whoever's going to wrestle Mercedes Mone next. Agreed. There's been no buildup for her. She got super emotional winning the TBS title. But what does that mean? What does the TBS title mean at all? At all?
Ed, Look at how emotional she was.
Right? No, and I'm happy for her.
I can't believe this happened to me. You paid me $5 million a year for your mid-card title.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's like you won the mid-card title. You won the Jade Cargill title.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
put some respect on Jade Cargill's name.
Listen, I know you guys were saying that you were hoping for like a rematch with Willow. I've got a more interesting idea. She'll have another match against someone named Willow, but it's Jeff Hardy as Willow. Willow.
Baby, his contract expires next month. Bitch is gone.
So we're just gonna get the Hardys in WWE for one more run, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, we're gonna get them run, and they're gonna be main event.
Are they in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, they're not in it, right? Yeah, because the Dudleys are in.
So apparently, before Jeff left,
wait, is Christian in with Ed?
No,
not yet.
Because that SOB just keeps jumping ship every chance he gets.
Well, they don't use him, to be fair, but
I think
they used Christian. He was like world champion.
Because Edge got injured and had to retire. He got the Edge Memorial belt twice. Come on.
It's a very famous quote that Vince McMahon said he just wants to put a blue sticky face over Christian's face.
He thought he was ugly.
Because he didn't, he wasn't attractive enough, and he was very attracted to Edge.
I don't know. To be fair, I feel like Christian's doing the best character work he's ever done. The patriarchy is incredible. I think Luchasaurus is the dumbest gimmick ever, though. I think Killswitch is a better name, but it's not much better. I also don't like. Have you guys seen what he looks like without the mask?
Yes, we saw him at the airport in Miami.
How are you not like just pushing that guy as is?
Look, he's not.
I don't remember.
He looks like a big fucking. He's a monster. Like, push that guy as is. Get the stupid dinosaur mask off him. Do I dare try and pull? Do you know why they call him Luchasaurus, by the way, or why he started using the name Luchasaurus, by the way? So he was, and I forget what his name was in Lucha Underground, but he was a part of like a. He was a part of like a. Say again. Jason Momoa. Hold on.
He's not Samoan. Get out of here.
He looks like him though. Hold on.
I mean, vaguely, if you squint.
Like, all right, the picture I found. I put Luchasaurus without mask in Google. He's like a Jesus Jason Momoa.
He's white bread like me. He is not.
Look, all right, like this is more Jason Momoa-ish.
He's not Samoan. He's a tattooed white boy. Move on.
I don't know. I think a couple more hours on the beach.
We literally saw him at the airport in Miami after the Jericho cruise. And I said to you, I was like, that's Luchasaurus. And you're like, what? That's Luchasaurus.
That's not Luchasaurus. That's not a dinosaur.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't walking around like this.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Clearly.
No, he started using the Luchasaurus name, though. He was part of a snake cult in Lucha Underground. And he came out with a similar mask. But the crowd turned on him immediately because they were like, who is this like idiot in a stupid mask? And they started chanting Luchasaurus at him. Yeah, the crowd hated this guy, and then he just started doing Undertaker moves, and then they started chanting Undertaker at him. Didn't have a good showing that night.
So it's kind of like he did like a weird, like a Damian Priest before Damian.
He was a big snake Undertaker, and it was awful. He was impressive though, because he's a big dude doing like flips and stuff. But like,
yeah. Same thing with like, Lance Archer's pretty like athletic.
How do you not push that guy?
Girl. And Lance Archer with Jake the Snake as his mouthpiece, like how is he not to the moon? To the moon!
Because Tony doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play with that toy anymore. He's too busy paying Sasha Banks $5 million and Okada $5 million.
I know. We're getting there. As we get more listeners, if we get enough listeners, I think Tony Khan will give us contracts.
I want $5 million in the Snowman. Come on.
See, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep doing these drops like this, and then eventually Tony Khan's gonna think that we're over, and then we're gonna get a really big contract.
I love that for us.
Yeah.
And I will be TNT champion by the end of the summer.
I'm pretty sure you're TBS champion right now, Nick. Like I
thought TBS. No. Well, maybe.
Ooh, see, you got it down. I thought that was you right there. Blowing my mind.
Slap a wig on you.
Listen, I digress though. So listen, I know we're on the AEW topic. I do want to shift over real quick. You guys were talking about the Wyatt 6 earlier. Are we sure that's going to be what the name is?
I literally have no idea. I don't
Because
know.
everyone and their mother, from like Wrestle Talk to Cultaholic to every other single internet YouTube wrestling thing, to every website is like the Wyatt 6 and Uncle Howdy, and we don't know a goddamn thing. We don't work there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I kind of hope they don't, just because
Same.
I think it'll give them a better shot than if they do.
Yeah, give them their own identity. Let them do their own thing. And that's something too that everybody was like, oh nope, it's 100%. It's 100% there because Sean Ross Sapp reported it, or Dave Meltzer said this, or whatever. We have no idea who's a part of this group, who anything. And to me, that's what makes that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me though.
I just know it's the psychiatrist. I'm like, I think she's a woman in the white dress. I don't think it's Alexa. I think it's Bo, and I think it's her, and then we'll see what else happens. Like, she was so creepy. It's literally 20 seconds of her just smiling like that.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, like literally, because people thought it was like a still, but then you saw her kind of like
Move?
she was breathing, but she stayed like that for 20 seconds.
Oh,
Or,
God.
like,
I hate that.
yeah, it was creepy as flukes.
I hate it and I love it because it's like I'm the crazy person too that like if the media I consume makes me feel something, that means it's good. So like regardless of how I feel, if I walk away mad or creeped out or I'm super excited, that's a thing I want to maybe revisit at some point. You know, the worst thing you can do is be mediocre.
Well put. Ed, last thoughts? We're gonna let you go.
My last thought, actually, before you let me go, I do want to talk about that flamethrower spot from Double or Nothing.
Yes.
Since we were talking about the Wyatt 6 and Bray Wyatt and all that jazz. One, Darby Allin sucks. Stop giving sex pests flamethrowers. Two, is Jack Perry now the greatest wrestler of all time? So in kayfabe, right? This man can get hit with a flamethrower, survive, and then shake that off to go win the match for his team.
Maybe.
I literally saw the Fiend
put out,
lit on fire and die, and then regenerate weeks later.
He was put out.
I'm worried that the Young Bucks wanted to put the TNT belt on him, and then like Adam Pearce Light came out and was like, "No, we're gonna do a thing." It's still gonna come. I think Jack Perry's gonna get that belt. I think it should be Malachi, and it makes him mad as fuck.
Not happening.
He better not lose. And that's the thing too. If Jack Perry can survive being hit with a flamethrower, no wrestling move should ever beat him.
True.
It's like when Braun Strowman flipped over what am I doing here? No, he flipped over an ambulance. So I lost my mind. It was like, I need to Google how much an ambulance weighs, right? It's like 14 tons. In kayfabe, Braun Strowman can lift 14 tons. This man should never lose. And WWE pushed him like that. They pushed him like a monster. This guy didn't lose forever.
Yeah, but he doesn't know his own strength, so they knocks himself out. That's how you beat a giant like that.
I don't know. Am I going crazy though here? Is it like
you got some valid points, but I don't know. I'm very weird about like same thing with like using a fist as a like what's his name? Logan Paul, Big Show. Who else? Like anyone who has like a striking move with
Crush from the 90s.
Yeah, like then anytime you punch someone, the match should be over.
Yeah, but Big Show's got to do choo-choo first before he punches you.
Yeah, that really
That's what makes it strong.
It's like a super soaker.
Yeah.
You're just like
or it's like the old Nikes where like you got to pump the shoe first. It makes you jump higher.
Exactly.
Oh, like the Young Bucks Reeboks that fucking puncher.
Yeah.
Oh, well put. What a nice little. I wonder if we're all dating ourselves here for our audience that might not know these references. But that's a good way. It's a good way to see. Let us know if you know any of these crazy references that all of us are referencing right now. If you're part of that generation, you are some of our people here. Ed, pleasure as always. And before
always a good time.
Hold on.
Me?
Before you go,
yes.
we're gonna let you go.
Me.
You.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
Look at the special treatment the regulars get at this show.
Look at this.
Happy birthday tomorrow, babe. I'll see ya.
Take
Thank
care.
you so much. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Ah. It's been a fun one.
It's always a fun one. Happy hour, babe.
You never know who's going to show up.
Never know who's gonna show up.
Uncle Howdy showed up
Howdy?
again.
Penta? Zero Milo?
So, on that note, it's been fun. We appreciate you all. For all you for joining us, thank you again. For those of you listening to us live, we are here every Friday. Feel free, before you go, please make sure you hit the old Samoan spike on the like and subscribe buttons. If you subscribe, you get notifications that we're here every Friday. Almost said Saturday. Every Friday at 6 o'clock. So join us. We want to hear from all of you. What are your opinions? Are they the same as ours? Probably not. Maybe?
Let us know.
Probably not. Yeah, let us know. So
That's no.
we're here next Friday.
That's for you.
Wait, what's the 7th?
Third.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Dates
I don't
are
know,
hard.
math was-
The 7th. I was good. I was right. Yes. Getting it right. Factually accurate. today.
Moneymaker.
But we are here next Friday, 6 p.m. Mark your calendars. Click your notifications. Subscribe. That helps everybody.
Thank
So
you.
until next time, you don't have to go home.
But you can stay here. Bye.